Good day to you today. Hello. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Blessings, blessings, heart beams to you. Yes. Let's tune in and cleanse the energy. Yes. Excellent. Most excellent. Let's tap in and tune in and turn on and see what messages come up for us today. Beautiful. Embracing the new. Capricorn vibes. Look at that card. Oh my god. What? It is beautiful. Wowza. Gorgeous. Embracing the new. Like it is your long lost love of your life reappearing. And you're like, oh, I've wanted to do this since the last time I saw you in another life, right? Or a loved one that you haven't seen in forever, right? Yes, beautiful. Okay. Embracing the new. Arcturians, what do you gotta say about that? Our ability to embrace the new. The old ways are falling away. The old systems no longer work. The new frequencies are pulling in new experiences, new choices that you make, new ways of responding are all signaling varying reflections. And so when you see a reflection that is a yay, then make a big deal about it. Yay it. Yay it up good. Write it down, talk about it, right? You get more of what you focus on. Focus on the yays, right? You can acknowledge the other things. You can see that they are there. You can do what you can in the moment. But then check back in to your nervous system, to your heart space, and readjust. This is the new way of being in love, in compassion, in harmony. There is enough discordance in the world. Emit a different frequency, anchor it, hold it. Especially for those who cannot, right? The work of the few can have very positive effects on the many. Because love is powerful. And this life is about balance, is about the harmony within. And you get that through the acknowledgement of your duality, right? Of your integration of your shadow. This is the awareness of the darkness. This is, the crossroads of I could respond this way or I can respond this way. One is your shadow, one is your light. Keep choosing the light, right? There's awareness of the shadow, but it's about consequence, not in the consequence in the sense of cause and effect, right? We've created a connotation about consequences as being bad. You could have negative consequences, but you can also have positive consequences, right? We want to ripple positive consequence. Yes, 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 and yes. Joy. We want to ripple joy. We want to harness. We want to support. We want to promote. We want to vote. We want to indulge, engage, highlight, amplify, magnify joy. And you're not going to do that by watching the news. You're not going to do that by using your empathy to tune in to those who are suffering. This does not help them. It brings you where they are at. Be joy. Hold the frequency of love and bring others who are suffering into your field of resonance. Joy, pleasure, belonging, kindreds, and prosperity. Beautiful. The hummingbird is joyful as he dances in between the flowers. His happy energy and satisfaction and harmony with life brings his wishes into being. He dances his dance, surrounded by the jewel-like flashes of his friends and family. Wunjo, with its ecstatic energy, is a most welcome rune in a reading. It has a certain bittersweetness as the final rune of the first et, bringing the whisper of change or a shift, like the first rays of a sunset after a perfect day. I like that analogy because, you have a beautiful day and then you see this gorgeous sunset. And even though you are relishing in the moment, in the beautifulness, in the gorgeousness, you have this knowing that the day is coming to an end, right? That this too shall pass. All things shall pass. So focus on something that fills your day with love. When this delightful rune pops up, you can expect joy, fellowship, and harmony. A symbol of well-being, it brings love, prosperity, and fulfillment. Gorgeous. Gorgeous Wunjo. Yes. Joy. Joy. Right? Yes, joy. Oops. What is happening? Joy and celebration. You're an alchemist. This is the alchemy way. The magician power is to turn all frowns upside down, to look at a storm cloud and see the silver lining, to recognize adversity as expansion points, as the friction that ignites, right? Ignites passion, the tension that builds strength. This empowers, this takes whatever is given and turns it into fuel for your machine. Okay? This is the new way of being, of seeing, of responding, of maintaining. Yes. Maintain your gorgeousness, okay? You've reached the top. You've got there. The old ways of getting there are done, right? You've climbed all the mountain there is to climb. Your climbing mountain days are over. For now, till you discover another mountain, right? It's like when you first jump off a bridge, like bungee jumping, right? You're strapped in, you're safe. But when you first do it, there's so much unknown. You see other people do it, but you, right? It's scary. And then you finally make the leap and jump off. You face your fears, you push yourself through the barrier. And it's exhilarating. You're alive, right? And so the next time you do it, there's still a little bit of that fear and exhilaration. But now you know you can do it, right? So that first mountain, you don't know if you don't even know if there's a top. You don't know if it's possible to get there. And then you get there. And then now any other mountain that you want to climb, you know you can do it. You know it can be done. This changes, right? This strengthens, this empowers. This puts you in a beautiful position to affect your world. You've seen evidence. You've seen behind the veil. You've learned to be steady, consistent, dedicated, focused. And because of that, you get the rewards. You get the rewards, right? It's like crow just flew by. The rewards of doing the hard work of working out regularly, dedicatedly, right? Is your wellness, your health and wellness, your physique that you were going for or whatever. And just like pentacles, it takes time to grow, right? This is that steady dedication. The build, the climb, the process. Okay, we got people drawn to you. for or otherwise. The other thing about your protection through your resonance and your knowing, it's the same with the judgment that we talked about in last video. How someone else's judgment upon you only lands when you hold the same judgment within yourself. When it doesn't, then it doesn't, right? That other person can think whatever and it has nothing to do with you, right? This is your field of resonance, your stable structure that you build around yourself that acts as a reflection. So somebody judges, it's the same with them. They're being reflected parts of themselves that they are judging within. Usually those who are judging you for what you're doing is because they won't allow themselves to do those same things or are afraid of being judged for those same things. And so you're protected because any evil eye, ill intent, downward glance that is cast your way bounces off. It cannot penetrate your field because it is a low frequency energy, and you are holding a strong, harmonious field, and it becomes impenetrable to anything lower vibrating. And so what happens is it ends up bouncing right back onto the other person. This is that old, I'm rubber, you're glue. What you say to me bounces off of me and sticks to you. That's literally what happens. And it's not malicious. It's not a hex. It is consequence, right? That person has a choice to not throw shade your way, but they chose otherwise, right? And so there are consequences to their actions. We all could have been singing Kumbaya if they would just, put down their shadow weapons and come and play, right? I mean, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. This is your harmony. This is your prosperity. This is your peace. This is your love. This is your frequency, your rainbow field of gorgeousness. Okay, of freaking gorgeousness. Yes. Back to back. Oh, I guess people came in between. Back to back, okay? This is your superpower. This is gorgeous. Okay, let me just rearrange here. There we go. You also have people who are drawn to you for those same reasons, for your colors, right? For your glow, for your frequency. I had someone, I was printing something at Staples, and this woman walks towards me as I'm walking out, and she goes, "You are just so aesthetically pleasing to look at." And I was like, "What?" Because I'm usually like, get in, do the task, get out, right? So I'm like, what? And she's like, I just love your outfit. I'm like, oh, thank you. But it wasn't my outfit. I mean, I guess it could have been. I was just wearing a hoodie and a skirt. And, anyways, I've been noticing that. Meanwhile, there are those, and then there was also this woman who busied herself dramatically instead of helping me. And I could sense that she was triggered by me. There was dissonance happening. And so she did what she needed to do, and that was to not engage. And I was fine with that. Someone else came along and helped me. And so this is what I mean by the people drawn to you and repulsed by you. It's more like deflected. And that's okay. That's okay, right? We're at this place where we recognize and understand that it is frequency, it is a vibration, and we're all on various stages of the journey. And yes, wish them well, because there's a good chance you just triggered an awakening, a reflection, a thing in them that they now have to deal with, right? Okay, we've got your passion, gorgeous. Yeah, passionately moving towards your wheel of fortune. Okay, turning in your favor, and your spiritual garden, your spiritual tending. So your passion towards your spirituality, I feel like this is part of your dedication, right? Your focus, your awareness of the multi dimensions. And so this is what is turning the wheel in your favor. You're no longer lingering, stewing, marinating within someone else's reaction, right? When someone responds negatively to you, before it was, what did I do, right? What did I do wrong? How can I make it better? And all attempts to try and make it better just makes it worse, right? Because you were unaware that it was your energy that was affecting somebody, not your words, not your, one dimensional. It was another dimension that was affecting them. And so you just keep yourself shining and move on, right? As will they. Okay. And this keeps your field clean and clear and tuned in to love and joy. And that is where fortune wants to meet you. Hey! Scully's son is in here right now, causing a ruckus. What are you doing? Hey? You can't go up there. What? Okay. Okay, let's get an order. Oh, one more card. Do a what do you call that? A cut? Do a cut. Okay. Celebration time. Come on. Do 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 do. It's your celebration. Do 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 do. Wahoo. Scully, what'd you do? Okay. Okay, but we got the Two of Cups. Okay. Also, I mean, how can I not see this card or pick up this card? After you celebrate yourself, your accomplishments, where you're at, your ability to hold the frequency, your ability to maintain and enjoy in gratitude, right? That's when beautiful things like love come in. That's when hearts overflow and compound. What the? Okay, can you just chill for a second? You big bruiser? Okay. Yes. Okay, let's get a oracle. Who? 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 Who wants to come out and play? Okay, we'll get some telepathy oracle. Speaking about the people being drawn to you. We got the sun peeking out briefly from behind a cloud. Gorgeous. Okay, we got marriage. Marriage. We got clarity. Okay, this is about keeping clarity of being, right? Clarity of connection. Clarity and connection. This is your new way of engaging. If it's confusing, if it's muddled, if it feels weird, then it is. And so you move on. You're moving towards, hey, get down, get down. Start digging. Okay. We've got spirit, okay, is about to be sublimated. That's something to look up. Sublimation. I don't know what that means. Refilled? I don't know. Okay, but let go. Some things are best let go and let the universe work out in its divine time. Exactly. You're not expecting anything, right? Except joy. You are holding the frequency of joy and love. Scully. I tell ya. Okay, and then we've got test. Yes. This life will come with its tests. It's a frequency test, right? You're like, okay, I'm here. I'm holding it. And then the universe is like, okay, let's test that. Here's adversity. Here's something that used to derail you or set you off. What are you going to do now, right? What are you going to do now? And you're like, I'm going to accept what fate has in store for me, right? I'm going to go with the flow. I'm going to focus on my joy, my heart space, my freedom, my love. And whatever happens, happens. And c'est la vie, right? And c'est la vie. Okay. Let's get a kitty card. Sees how this little feisty monkey. Hey! I guess, it's rare that Scully comes in here and causes a ruckus. Okay, we've got the road less traveled. Meet Silvio Silverma. You won't find him on the well-worn paths of habit and normalcy. However, if you brush away the spiderwebs and circle around the giant trees, you will find Silvio wandering down a path with no footprints. This road less traveled is often obscured by errant wildflowers and ferns. But if you look for it with an open mind, you will see its peculiar winding way. Turn off the main road and try something new. A new hobby, a new belief, a new way of doing something, a new perspective on a familiar situation. If you usually go right, experiment with going left. This is also about the movement of energy and flow and allowing yourself to be moved and guided energetically, not I have to turn left here because that's my way to work, right? If you're like, oh, why would I go that way when work is this way? Well, you can still get to work that way. You might take a longer route. You got an extra couple minutes. Let's do it, right? See something new. It's creating new neural pathways in your brain. Yes. Okay. Scully, you are obnoxiously distracting. BTW. Okay. We've got your peaceful nervous system. Yes, first and foremost. Okay. This is how it starts. This is your center core tune frequency. Psst. Hey! Stop it! Where are you going? More self-care needed. Okay. Yes, this is how you get to a peaceful nervous system. The care and attention to self, your acknowledgement of your needs, of your wants, desires, feelings, and how you cater to them, how you hold them, how you heal them. Okay, shine bright like a diamond. Scully, listen. Get out of here. You hear that sass? Great. No, Mims is there too. Okay, shine bright like a diamond. Okay, yes, this is what you focus on. This is part of your buffing and your shining, right? All your facets or all your colors. And take care with all of the dimensions for a nice, strong field. Okay, shift your perspective. Yeah, start looking at things in this new way, this power for the people kind of a way, right? You are holding the love in spaces and places where love is needed. And the more resistance you get with that, the more it is needed in that space. But also recognize if you are feeling wavery, then remove yourself, right? Okay. Hug a tree. Yes. Power up, right? Think of it as your charging port, and recharge your system regularly. Release the old and accept the new. This is that beautiful transference that happens with trees. Trees are earth energy. They're a little bit slower, so give them some time, right? When we're walking around, they don't necessarily are aware of us. It's more like, a grasshopper to a giant. You have to get their attention. And then they're like, "Oh, who's that? Whoa. Oh, hello, little person." I'm thinking about, is it Pippin and what was the other guy's name? And the Ent? Something like that. Okay. And you are worthy, first and foremost, to receive gorgeousness, to have gorgeousness, to be gorgeousness. You have to know this. This is part of your core resonance, a worthiness of love, of peace, of harmony, of joy, of abundance, of prosperity, of things working in your favor. This is the new, things working in your favor, and your ability to shift your perspective so that you are holding that frequency. All things work in my favor, right? Yes. Okay. I got new charms. Check out my post if you want to see them. They're already in here. Beautiful gifts from a friend. Okay. And none of them came out today. That's okay. There's a lot of charms in there. Okay, what do we got here? We've got the kitty. Okay, this is your connection to your third eye, to your inner knowing, to your higher self. The cats can see things beyond this one dimension. And so trust your connection that you have developed, that you have with your spirit team. Okay, yes, you've got the angels being like, "Yay, look at you, look at what you did, look at how far you've come. You are worthy," right? We've got more angel guidance and protection here, and wisdom as you co-create the world with your balance, right? Yes. We've got peaceful and protection. We've got protection here. And this is passionate protection, okay? This is your internal flame that we were talking about that holds the frequency. We got lots of analogies. Keep up, okay? And then we've got, look at this, peaceful heart. Yes. Yes, this is what we want. Okay. This is part of our abundance, is your peaceful heart. Shift your perspective. Start recognizing abundance in all of its manifestations. And show gratitude, right? We've got the flow, okay, the waves. Waves happen. And so you choose whether you are riding on top of it or caught underneath it. They're going to happen either way. You can choose how you engage with it, right? Joyfully, in control, on top of it. Yes. And royalty. Okay, this keeps coming up. This is part of your spiritual royalty, your ability to maintain, to hold the frequency, to receive the abundance and prosperity that comes from steady, stable, secure connection and resonance. Beautiful. Okay, that's what I got for you today. I hope that there was something juicy for you to gobble up or savor, whatever your flavor. I love and appreciate you, and I hope to see you in another reading. Bye for now.